Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Eternal Darkness. Let us load. The only reason I'm showing you the loading screen is because this next image is going to be burned into my brain for freaking ever because of how long it's going to take me to load, or because of how many times I'm going to be loading the game. Here we go. The darkness comes. Oh boy, I'll be seeing this image all the time. Now remember, I wasn't allowed to save in the previous room I was in, so, gotta get used to that. I wasn't allowed to save in the previous room I was in, so, I gotta reactivate the elevator. So, okay, we've seen this before. Oh no, you have to watch me do the test again. Oh no, I don't. I'm in the room of fate. Now, I gotta say, I uploaded this at approximately 10:30 p.m. last night when I checked in at like 12. The votes were really pretty evenly spread across the board, but when I came back from work today, all of a sudden, Celotath pulled out far ahead. Personally, I'm glad about that because Celotath happens to be my favorite. As you know, especially from my previous Let's Play, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, I particularly relish the mentally deranged. A dark green emerald. A warped angel. Let's make Celotath the enemy of the game. Meet the antagonist of Eternal Darkness in physical form. Not Celotath, but the evil Pious Augustus. Oh, this guy. He's one of the better villains of a video game. He really is.
Since then, and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the power of Celotath, I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion.
Great voice.
Face me, and you shall surely perish.
And he says something similar for each ancient. With Chaturga, it's like, I can move mountains as though they were nothing, etc., etc. And look at that! I have a book bound in human skin! All for Alex. The Tome of Eternal Darkness, where experience, spells, and enchanted items can be stored for future use. It has been made from fragments of human skin and bone and endowed with magical powers. Speaking of, I guess I can't do anything yet. I can't use it. Now, for those of you who have watched the previous installment of the Let's Play, you might have noticed I missed this page, but I couldn't have used it yet anyway. Strangely, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read the page. It is a chapter page from the tome itself. Should Alex take the chapter page? The Binding of the Corpse God. What a way to open a book. Of course, it's no fun unless you read it. Level 2!
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So perhaps here is the best place to start. I am reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons. I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
1150 A.D. Angkor Thom region, Cambodia. Meet our new character.
Thy time is done, great ancient. Forever in shadow will you be master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy fate. My master has planned many millennia for this day. It is the true chaos of all things, that you now must be entombed amongst the beings
of flesh and bone. You have a great monument here, Mantarok.
Great transition again.
That no one will ever recognize it as yours.
Mantarok. Now that is power manifest. Purple aligned spell.
No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept imprisoned. Thou hast seen the last of this world.
Mantarok is just amorphous. Look at this thing. Eyes and mouths everywhere. Also, Pious is still alive after 1,176 years. Consider that. If you can call that living.
Not even these mythical fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here. I only wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
Oh, little did she know. Excuse me for a second, let me turn the volume up. My TV has a pretty sensitive volume, like volume 6 is usually like pretty loud, although it's not quite doing it for me here. Again, a similar glyph arrangement to the one Alex saw. A triangular design is carved into the floor. The etched grooves are filled with colored sand. These symbols appear to be related to each other, with one having precedence over the other. But in which way? Well, I know, but we'll find out. The statue of a goddess, delicately sculpted from sandstone. It casts an alert eye over everyone who enters the temple. There is a strange necklace about its neck. Should Ellia take the necklace from the statue? Sure. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. However, I can use the necklace as a healing spell, but... Can I use that? I'm afraid to, like... I'm afraid if I use it, it'll use it to heal me. Well, at least check. It has 10 charges, and it is imbued with a red magic, meaning Chaturga's magic. Fashioned from a dark ancient stone and engraved with weird designs, it can be used to cast a healing spell on Ellia, when Ellia is standing still. Oh, I have the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Okay, it's just saying the usual. My sword? A short sword with a wooden grip, light and durable. A small curve running from the handle makes it better for hacking rather than stabbing. Okay. Let's take a look at this temple. Already, bodies of zombies. Will they get up? No, actually. The design on the wall appears to depict the time of the day. Perhaps the candles do too. Nothing I could do about this room. Yeah, this is the most annoying dungeon in the game because of these floor plates. The good news is if that one of these blades does hit me, then it'll stop spinning. It'll only reactivate if I step on a pressure tile again. And some of these traps are amazing, like crushing walls and stuff like that. I'm gonna slip at some point, you'll see. Ooh, a new kind of zombie. A blue zombie. When located by creatures, a sanity loss occurs, causing a decrease in the level of the sanity meter and the character to pulse green. Beware, sanity loss affects perception and eventually health. Now, I know what some of you have been thinking when I started the game, if you are not already familiar with Eternal Darkness. The story looks compelling, and the gameplay looks good. Not great. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason people have heard of this game. The sanity effects. I'm glowing green, and the zombie's eyes glowed as well. The meter, my sanity meter, represents a character's sanity. Every time he or she meets a monster, his or her sanity will get lower. The lower it gets, the more the character will hallucinate. If you do a finishing move on a monster, you will get your sanity back. I will not be doing finishing moves on monsters. I will keep my sanity to the barest minimum. Not 0, though, because then I'll start losing health instead of sanity. Here's the thing. in terms of survival horror. Ooh, struck me. Yeah. I will not be finishing him, though. Now, here's the thing. Ooh, a bronze necklace. I can use that. This game is not like other survival horror games. Resplendent with glowing gems. To my knowledge, to this day, 8 years after this game was made, this game is completely unique in its terms of scares. Let me explain why. I can later extinguish the candles at will. Sun's in the center. Keep only the center candle lit. Whoosh! Here's what you need to know. When you've played survival horror games, or when you've seen them played, they have their own kinds of scares. Some of them might instill nervousness. Some of them startle. Some of them actually put the player into a bit of a panic because you don't know when that startling scare is going to come. Sometimes the player is panicked for fear of his or her character's life because you don't know if something in Resident Evil is going to jump out and kill you. Eternal Darkness has all of that to one degree or another, but this is the reason that this game is famous among GameCube games. Famous among every game ever. Eternal Darkness can scare you in those ways. But Eternal Darkness does something that no other game that I'm aware of does. Eternal Darkness scares you, the player of a video game. It scares you, the person in your house, sitting on your couch or on your chair, playing on your TV. You don't know what I mean right now, those of you who are new to the game, but you will find out what I'm talking about. See, Eternal Darkness actually makes the player afraid for him or herself. It actually scares you, the person, and it makes you afraid for yourself, not for your character. This game penetrates the TV and actually instills legitimate fear and legitimate panic into you, the gamer. I can't explain what I mean because that would be giving everything away and ruining everything. Take my word, you will see what I'm talking about. You might not see everything I'm talking about because I just probably won't encounter everything. But what I do encounter, you'll know damn well what I mean. The sanity effects affect your perception of reality. And I'm not saying this to be like the back of the box, like, ooh, your perception of reality, you don't know what's real, what's not. No, I'm not kidding. It affects your actual perception of real-world reality. No joke. Yeah, Chaturga zombies are very beefy. And if you let them sit for a while, they'll actually grow body parts back. And they take the most hits. See that? The head's coming back. Hit them enough and they'll die. No sun, huh? Whoop. I pressed B, wrong button. This game literally scares you, and its scares affect the real world. I am not even slightly joking. I'm not even exaggerating. This happens. This is why this game is so iconic. Ugh. I'm considering doing a finishing move just to see what it looks like, but you know how it goes. Stabbity, stabbity. Careful with those pressure plates. Also, hold X to sneak. Useful in some cases. Oh, hello. Oh, before I get there, I'll get there in a second. I can't save, can I? No. Okay, I was hoping I could. The small pedestal covered with decorative etching stands before the wall. The blowgun upon it must have some special significance for it to be the focal point of this display. Should Ellia take the blowgun? Well, let's advance the plot. Ow! This is a stone slide, you know. Ow! Oh, my sword!
A secret passage in the temple.
Celotat zombies. Celotat zombies are interesting. If you cut off their heads, they'll keep functioning as normal, and just a ghost-like specter of their head remains. So the objective here... Oh no! The objective here is basically my blowgun. Oh, you see that? The camera angle is all slanted now? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the blowgun is fortunately poisonous. I'll finish one of them. See my sanity measure. Whoa, those voices. But you saw that when I finished him, my camera tilted back a little bit straighter. That's what I'm talking about. Now I talk to this young gentleman over here. The guard is grateful for Ellia saving his life. In return, he offers to repair her broken weapon as a gesture of thanks. Yes, I would like my short sword back, because if I run out of ammo for my blowgun, which honestly I shouldn't, but if I do, then I've got nothing. A Mantarok spell. Interesting. So I got my short sword back. Thank you, kind stranger. And yes, these are also pressure plates. Check out these blades. Ho ho ho! Yeah, these voices are not part of the level. That's a sanity effect. This one sucks, by the way. Check this out. Ooh! Do not get crushed by that. It's actually not an instant kill, but it hurts. That's another beautiful thing about these pressure plates. See that one I just stepped on? It didn't do anything. You just don't know with these things. Alright, time to kill some stuff. Again, I don't have to kill everything. It just makes it easier to navigate. Again, the crying, not real. And trust me, this is just the beginning. You haven't seen anything. The mural depicts a skeletal demon befriending the ancient Khmer people by denouncing one of their fertility gods. That's how you befriend them? You just piss off their gods? Dick. Whoa, that's quite the fertility god too. It's freaking huge. There's the skeleton, which may or may not be Pious. And the people. That's cool angles, I gotta say. Jeez, look at this angle. It's atrocious. Oh, and arrows. Amazingly, I did not get hit. Ugh. Ah! That's alright. And remember, each blade that hits me will stop swinging, unless I step on the plate again. Oh no! Yeah, zombies of different alignments will attack each other. Oh, my sanity! Oh no! I don't even remember which way to go. I thought there was a lever somewhere here. Good, I did the right thing. This camera angle's all tilted. Look at this. This is terrible. One thing that does suck is if you run for too long, you get tired, like in Silent Hill. Look at that hideous thing. The only ancients to take physical form. Who? Jeez.
So, you are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Mantarok. How the mighty have fallen.
What a villain.
Surely fester for millennia to come. A slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool.
Yes, sir.
Find yourself as food for the dead god.
Yes, sir. Pious sir. Ooh.
You are one of the chosen many, flesh and blood. It is now your destiny to fight the eternal darkness.
Oh, crap.
I give you a gift in return for an obligation. The gift is your life, sweet dancer. The obligation is this. You hold
Trust me,
one of Mantarok's
having the gift of life is fine.
the essence of a corpse god. To some it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it.
Ugh.
Guard it well.
Ooh. Ugh, and he just limps off somewhere. Hey, the camera angle's kind of normal now. What happened? A metal staff is held by the arms of the statue. I'm going to need to use this to put it in that hole in that one pedestal we saw way earlier. I'll examine Mantarok a bit later, because I'm going to have to come back here. And no, there's no changing camera angles. I'm just running toward the camera. Oh, my sanity was completely restored for some reason. Let's take care of that. Each monster can only make me... Whoa. Wow. Each monster can only make me lose sanity once. So I can't have a monster spam me, because that really would just be unpleasant. Oh, I got fully restored. I was trying to show you that zombies could get hurt by these things too. Yeah! Alright, I will use this. I got injured a little much. See that? Calling on the power of Chaturga? I love it! I gotta watch where I'm going. This is what sucks about running toward the camera. You don't know what the hell you're running into. Ah, ooh. That was lucky. Whoa, look at that angle. So much sanity lost. Wow. Oh, this camera's so tilted. Ooh. Again, the lunatic voices. Oh, back here. Methinks I went too far. Whoa! Perhaps what I'm looking for is in here then. Yes, it is. I just gotta get past 100 zombies. Which was not as hard as I thought. Alright. There's a hole in the device, as though something can be inserted. Perhaps a key or a lever. Let's do it! And then behind Mantarok. Let's get the hell out of here. How much you want to bet I just went backwards again? I probably did because I suck at directions. Yep. That's okay though. This level's not big, thank God. That was close. I should have gotten crushed. I'm getting tired. See, that's gonna get old fast in some levels. Hey, I wonder if the mural looks different now that I'm, what the hell? Genius. I just sank into the floor. Except I didn't! I love this game! Oh my, that was fun. Oh, look at that, they get back up. Ooh, okay. I'm really getting screwed up now. Now the sanity is affecting my health, so I'm just gonna try to get out of here. Ow. Oh, I'm limping. Don't need that. Thanks, Chaturga! Look at that, I'm freaking Indiana Jones, just running through these traps like they're not even there. Look, they fight! Away with you! Die, monster! Die, monster! Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. Ow! Oh. Okay, enough of that. Let's just get out of here. Oh, the Chaturga zombies actually wander around with their head cut off. That makes them a little more dangerous, actually. You can't trust them. Good, finally, I went the right way. One more healing. There we go. Now that I have the opportunity, let's actually take a look at Mantarok. Some of him, anyway. Jeez, look at this. There should be an opportunity to look at him somewhere. Oh, there is this. A statue of a human female bears witness to the monstrosity that fills the room. The porous stone of its body is covered with the effluvial grime that Mantarok has secreted over the years. Gross. Look at this. Good thing he's on my side, huh? Jeez. Let's quickly take a look at the other side of the room in case there's a similar statue. And I'm getting tired. Great. So now I gotta walk to maintain my speed. Can you believe this? Alright. Anything different, perhaps? No, it's not different. Alright. Time to advance the plot. Get in. Oh, I'm still tired. Oh, it sucks. Okay. And now we finish the level.
Fool!
Oh God.
Run. Instead you will die.
Wonderful voice. Oh God. How do you get out of this?
Where is it?
Ugh.
I will not ask again, child. Very well, then. You will succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
That sucks. Badass. This game intense enough for you yet? Oh, and here's the best part. After reading each chapter, Alex's own sanity slightly diminishes, so you get to see crazy stuff occur in the mansion. I can't begin to tell you how great that is. See? Low sanity. But what's this? A candle puzzle with the sun on the left. I think we know what to do about this. Oh-ho. With the correct sequence of candles being lit, a hidden panel opens. There is a message tube inside. An antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls. It appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Should Alex open it? Suspicions of conspiracy. That chapter is freaking intense. And now a full motion sequence. Celotath.
Your presence is welcomed, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealings are a pleasure to us both, then. He lies. As do we all. What is this flaw you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Ulioth, Shaturga. Should they unite with Mantarok, they would doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness abhors light, and light abhors dark, the others will not, cannot join forces. Mantarok will be bound, and the others will sink into insanity when I return.
Nice.
I was unaware.
There is much you do not know. And much you never will. Certain to retrieve Mantarok's essence, it is necessary to cement our place in your world.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank? What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
With this in place, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
For your own schemes, Pious. Think of your future.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
Make sure he is dead. Or insane. Or perhaps one, then the other.
That's
Just
too
make sure
good.
he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
under other alignments, the conversation is relatively similar. All incredibly awesome in their own way. This is going to be a good stopping point for now. There's no reason to explore the mansion because I can't unlock anything else yet. But the next chapter, that one's incredibly engaging, and the conspiracy is no joke. And holy crap, that's an amusing idle animation. But yeah, this ought to be good for now. So I will make a new save file, just so in case the recording doesn't go well, I don't completely ruin everything. Good. Back to 2000 AD. Okay, this ought to be good. Well, we certainly made progress this time, didn't we? We got through Ellia's story in its entirety. Now, as you might imagine, some stories are longer than others, but I can say this much. Every character you play as will, at some point, pick up the Tome of Eternal Darkness. And while some of them get out okay, most of them don't. This story is basically a version of Cthulhu without the actual name Cthulhu. Instead, there are different ancients. And most of those stories end pretty badly. So, as you can imagine, Ellia's story ended poorly, and trust me, it was the first, but it will not be the last. You're going to see a lot of misery in this upcoming game. And the next chapter, Suspicions of Conspiracy, while I won't tell you how it ends, it's very engaging and it really makes you feel for the character. I don't know about you. Personally, I cannot wait until we get to that point. Until next time, everyone. I guess you could say that Pious is attempting to utilize Solitath's power to, you guessed it, take over the world.
Of course.